Tech difficulties.
Tech difficulties. This is how all my shit goes.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Well, I wish I knew more about cameras.
I do too, cause I mean, this happened. I did one. I guess I did one 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I'm glad I noticed that. But I did one 2 weeks ago about with two girls that are like kind of into conspiracies, and one camera just shut off, and I had only 2 of the 3 videos. I'm like, this sucks. And I don't know, like you watched me turn all 3 of them on earlier.
Yeah, and then they just all went black. So.
Well, except for yours. Like it likes you, but mine doesn't work at all apparently. The middle one works, which I guess I don't know. If they go black, let me know, and then might just go straight to audio again because I need someone to do this for me. I'm so sick of and a place to put this because setting this up and taking it down to park in the garage is annoying as shit.
I can only imagine with all the cords, but
like last week before my guest canceled, it took me like half hour to set everything up, and then he canceled. I'm like, well, fuck. So I just said, screw it. I'm gonna find someone for next week, and I just left half it up. I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna be that cold, thank God.
Yeah. Luckily, we had good weather this time around.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not pouring rain. I don't think they would hear it. Braxton and I have done plenty where it's windy and rainy and no one's heard anything. But, oh well.
Yeah.
Do I have it? Yeah. I'm so scared things are going to shut off. It's not good.
I guess we have to do the occasional look over, but.
Yeah, if yours goes black, let me know. Should we just restart? I'm just kidding. We're not restarting the conversation.
So, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome back. We're going to do another 5 minutes on Minecraft. That's actually not a joke. Dude, I started coaching lacrosse.
Really?
Yeah, I'm now a coach for Franklin.
There you go.
So, I never thought, like when we played football or lacrosse, I mean, we did both, but I didn't like looking, especially football. I hated looking at the kids that like came back right away or like, oh, I'm the cool guy, I'm coaching, blah, blah. And I think it's just football for me. It's like, dude, give it up. Go enjoy college or whatever. Also, you're coming back. You look way bigger than you were a year ago. Something didn't go right.
Got the freshman 15 or...
Freshman 50 for something. I'm like, oh, good Lord. And you know what I'm talking about. But I'm like, just go. Just like let us do our thing. And so I don't feel as bad doing it with lacrosse, but because I'm doing 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
And it's a club. And I didn't know our club that we started, which is kind of cool to say, it's still not, like, the high school adopted the sport. And then just didn't adopt the club. So, like, you know how there's Franklin youth programs?
Yeah. So
like, Franklin Lacrosse Club is completely separate from Franklin High School, which I guess Franklin Youth is completely separate from Franklin High School, but it almost like I feel like everything's connected where it's like the 7th and 8th graders go to the varsity games and not like 7th and 8th graders can't go to the lacrosse games, but it's like it's 2 separate entities. It's a little weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
But I met the vice president of the lacrosse club at the gym I work out at. He goes, you play lacrosse? And I had the Franklin lacrosse shooter on.
Did you say, look at me?
And I was like, yeah, look at this. No, I had my Franklin lacrosse shooter on, and I was like, yeah. He goes, are you ever interested in coaching? I was like, I've thought about it. And he goes, I'm the vice president for Franklin. I was like, well, funny enough, one of the people that started it. And I just we texted back and forth, and I started going to the practices. 5th and 6th is fun. 7th and 8th, I don't think I could coach high school.
Yeah, it's
It is so. I want to pull my fucking hair out.
Yeah, they'll say one thing and they'll do the other. I don't know.
These like 7th and 8th, like I'm breaking them in, I think, but it's just at the age where their ego starts to develop, I think. And you look back, it's like, fuck, was I this annoying?
Was I this kid?
Was I that kid who thought he was like his shit didn't stink? And I was like, oh, I don't need to listen to you fuck footwork, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, I want to kill all of them. I'm like, oh, it's so annoying. But it is kind of fun getting back into it. And I have the itch to like play all the time now. Like I'm asking coach, like,
I couldn't even imagine.
Like,
yeah.
can I get a goal? Like I want to go like to the park and shoot around.
Can I go rip a few?
Yeah, I want to just. Oh God, I feel. I can't say young, but it's like I feel like I'm back in high school and like we just started playing again because we were obsessed with it.
Oh yeah.
I played all the fucking time, but it's already paying dividends for me because I got pulled over for speeding on Monday.
Oh man.
You know that first time in my life I've ever been pulled over. Okay, that's a lie. I've been pulled over once because they thought my car was stolen. And he goes, sir, is this your car? I'm like, yeah, I'm driving it. And he goes, what's your name? I'm like, Michael. He goes, this isn't registered under you. Like, what are your parents' name? Because this was in high school. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. And they're like, we bought this car like 4 months ago. I didn't just get away with stealing it for 4 months. Like, no one's reported this missing, nothing. And it turns out the lady at the DMV, like, I think this is like grounds to lose your job, but we handed her like the registration and she just goes, okay. And just, it was on the desk when we went later that weekend or something like that. I was like, hey, where is it? She goes, oh, it's right here. I'm like,
just shuffled under like
for
a rack
4
or some
months.
shit.
For 4 fucking months. Anyway, first time we get pulled over for doing something quote unquote bad, and he goes, do you know how fast you're going? Or what's the speed limit? I was like 55. He goes, how fast are you going? I'm like 75. And I didn't have the greatest attitude, but it wasn't like the worst. And I'm on my way to the gym. I'm tired. I'm like, fuck, here we go. And right before he goes to take my stuff back to the cop car, he goes, are you a coach? And I go, yeah. And that was it. And I go, why the fuck does he want to know that? He comes back in 15 seconds. He goes, all right, I'll see you around. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, my kid plays lacrosse. I go, oh, where does he play? He goes, Franklin. But he said it like, Franklin, you fucking idiot. Like, I wouldn't let you off. Like,
kid?
No, he's like, Franklin. No, he plays for Marquette, and I'm letting the Franklin coach go. But he's like, yeah, my kid plays for Franklin. I thought they played in fall. I was like, no, we just started up. What's his name? Thinking, like, I'm about to have to put this kid in, like, playing time. Even though I'm the assistant coach, I have no idea. I'm going to, like, schmooze the head coach. I'm like, hey, let this guy fucking go. He goes, no, he broke his leg, so he's not playing right now. I'm like, so you're letting me off because I started 2 weeks ago as a coach and not coaching your kid? He's like, basically, yeah. And then just let me go. I was like, oh, thank the Lord.
Wow. Well, it looks like you got you're starting to get your roots in with Franklin. So
yeah, it's just scary. That's another thing. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go.
Now I'm in it.
No, I'm here for a good 2 months now.
Yeah.
The season's over. I'm good. But then we should leave. Because every time we drink or whatever, and I don't know how much truth is to it, you're like, wherever you go, I'll go with. I can work wherever.
Well, I was gonna get to that later, but I've been. Well, I guess if you want to switch topics now.
Yeah. Are you moving?
Well, I don't know yet, but for my job, they offer rotations, and there's like a new consulting line that we're kind of starting in the central region, which I was also going to mention to you to get some of your insights or whatnot. But there was an opening in the Miami office.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. So. So with that, yeah, there's a new line for consulting. I reached out, interviewed, and got it. So in July, I don't know if I'll be down there. Like,
so we're going to Miami. We're going back to Miami.
Well, they said there's an opportunity to move full time next summer. Well, that was the catch. Is I have to just stay for 1 more year for like my senior or supervisor year, and then next summer, yeah, we're moving back down to Miami.
Moving back down to Miami. Where in Miami? Because it could be a lot of fun down there, especially now. I mean, it's open.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with all the spring break news I've been seeing, but
fuck. I mean, it's not like it's gonna stop Florida. Are you kidding me? As long as we're not where Sammy and I lived before, which was basically for the Franklin residents, the the old people area of Miami. I'm fine. I mean, Miami can be fun, but I've said it a lot. It's a good 2 week spot, and then
And
bounce.
then there's a lot.
And then fucking bounce. Like, go, Clint, take a shower.
Yeah.
Like, dip in. Like, I mean, wipe yourself down. It can get gross, but it's fun. I want to go back and do the fall, winter, spring months rather than the summer. I mean, I did end of March to middle of September. Yeah.
The crazy summer months.
Spring break into the start of school. So it's not like anyone was really there for school either. It was like spring break, they're gone. Then they have like a month where we're getting to know the area, and then they're gone again for summer. It's like there was no one. I mean, I think we hung out with people our age once, besides like his coworkers. I swear to God. Thank you, Hunter, for replying to me 48 hours later. By the way, Austin Meyer, here's the first episode in a month.
Yeah. Hey, Austin, I got you your update.
Yeah.
Funny enough, even less than 24 hours
Did you
after you asked about it.
Did you tell him you were coming on?
No, I played stupid, and I was like, oh, really? Like, does he have people on it or something? Or, like, how's that been going? And he's like, yeah, he hasn't really released it in, like, a month, so I don't know, like, what he's doing. I'm like, well, what? I was just thinking in my head, now I got your new episode, so.
It's going to look like Austin said that to you, and you're like, you called me. I'm like, dude,
I need to get on.
I need on. You need some fucking content, man. Oh God. Yeah, no, it's unfortunate. After we had a good run, and then I had a big cancellation, which sucked because we think this guy might have COVID. But then another cancellation, blah blah blah. So it's been tough, but oh well. I have one episode in the bank that it just looks. I'm such. I want to say I'm a perfectionist because I don't edit any of the audio.
It's all raw.
Or in my mother's garage on a table from college on 6 different size 2x4s. I don't know if you can see it in the thing, but none of them match. Like if the wind blew hard enough, this would blow over.
Wait, while we have the garage door open in a Wisconsin March. So
yeah. So I can't say perfectionist, although I said it with Braxton. Like this is like the Eric Fortman basement of garages.
Yeah.
It's perfect. But yeah, no, I think we'll get things rolling. But yeah, the conspiracy people, I might release that one soon. It's the only camera that looks good because it moved. So the camera was on them, is basically the back of my head, and then there's one on me, and then there's one of the whole room, and we're not here, so it's not like a set I like. So I just scrapped the footage of them, and it's just the whole room me. It's like I look really into myself for this episode. But yeah, maybe I'll just put it out. I don't care. I do care. Actually, that's a fucking lie.
Well, you can, you can just point to this is where I started, and then
this is where I started.
Crazy camera views.
Oh, where I started. I mean, this is technically where everything started. And we're on episode 7 or I guess 8. And of every episode I've done of this new one, The Fat Chance, this is the first one we've done in here. The first one. So it's like,
well, it's good to be back.
It feels so good. And I was like a kid in a candy store. When you actually said I'm on my way, I'm like, all right, he hasn't canceled yet.
I'm waiting for it. I'm ready.
I'm waiting for it. I'm like, I looked at my mom. I was like, knowing my luck, and I hope it doesn't happen. Like Marco's gonna get in a car accident, or like tires gonna blow out, or someone's gonna call him into work, or he's suddenly just gonna pack up and move to a different state, and be like, I can't record today.
I can't make it today, but I'll reschedule.
I mean, I'll see you in like a month. I'm gonna do a year in Miami, come back, and we'll do it. We'll talk about our experiences. Where in Miami do you know you would go?
So right now, like the plan is it's a 2-month rotation, but the office is located. Let's see. I was doing a little research on Google Maps. That's the extent I know.
All right, let's see how good my memory is.
It's right across the bridge, like leading kind of inland from South Beach, like that. I don't know from it just.
That's
like
the office.
Yeah, it's like right down the road, maybe like a couple blocks down from the Heat Arena. So.
Oh shit! I know exactly where I know what you're talking about, like the general area.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy had a buddy that he worked with that lived right by the Heat Arena, real close to Marlins Park.
Yeah.
Like it's better than where we live.
Yeah. I
Tell
mean,
you
Google
that.
Maps made it look real nice area. So
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if I could do, and that's in July.
well, I mean, it's only I don't even know if I'm going down there yet, just because communication's been a little weird. But I mean, the way that at least I would work is I'm on projects where I mean it could be in Florida, which is what they're hoping, but at the same time I could get placed like in Chicago for like 3 weeks. So it it depends on like where I get kind of put, but I'm working out of the Miami office. If that makes sense. Like I'm not associated with
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
How depressing would that be if like for
I-
3 months
yeah.
you're like Miami, Chicago?
Yeah, I was real hyped about it because I saw it obviously in the list. So that was my first priority when I asked to interview. But then when I was getting further details, they're like, yeah, you could get put on a project, in Chicago or something. I'm like, well, I don't want to be down the fucking road. But
It's basically like you might as well be in Milwaukee.
yeah, I was
with
like, well,
less people that you know.
yeah.
Where else? Like, what were the other options on that list?
So there's a lot of. I just kind of want to get out of the Midwest, just because
Yeah.
I know it's something I really kind of want to work out of state, like far out of state. But
feel
there's
ya.
a lot of centrals, like 8 locations. I don't know, Minneapolis, Chicago, Cleveland. Cleveland was definitely last. Miami. My top 3 choices were Miami, Atlanta, and Charlotte. So those
Yeah,
are, like, the
those
intriguing
those
ones.
would be mine too.
Yeah.
Like
So
Minneapolis and Chicago is just like Milwaukee to the right, Milwaukee to the left.
Yeah.
Like Milwaukee way to the left if
Yeah.
you're going to Cleveland, or not way to the left, but it's, dude, yeah, fuck, that's not like very diverse. I think
yeah.
Charlotte would be really cool. I don't know enough about it. Where
Yeah, I haven't been to Charlotte. I've been to Atlanta. I know for like a conference, I spent like a few days there, so I kind
I was
of
there
got a
for-
feeling of it.
I was there
but,
for a day. That's it. When we
Yeah.
drove Sam down
I can say the club life is pretty nice. But
in Atlanta. Oh yeah, we didn't go there. We did Top Golf and then like their version of the public market, which was cool.
yeah.
Like we were on a fucking date. Now that I think about it,
So where are we trying to get dinner?
Sam, we have 2 weeks vacation down to Miami. What do you want to do in Atlanta? I don't know, dinner and some golf. Fuck. Yeah, no. I mean, it was probably a good thing him and I didn't go to the club. I mean, because literally 2 days later, Sam was in jail. So
Yeah. So I mean,
in Disney, like outside of Disney, the man got arrested.
yikes, I couldn't even imagine Atlanta either. I don't know. It's like
He would have been shot.
yeah, probably.
No, he wouldn't have been shot. But, I don't know, Sam.
I don't know. That place kind of reminded me like Chicago, but even more like on top of each other, which is kind of
Yeah,
weird.
it's-
It's just like
I hated driving down there. I
Yeah.
swear, in the
oh
3 hours we were driving in the city, it was like I almost got into 10, 15 accidents. Like
yeah.
I was on edge. Like I didn't like anything. It was when the Super Bowl was going to be there, I think, when we
that's even
drove down there.
worse.
So they were adding onto the stadium, or they were prepping. There's shit everywhere. It's like, this is horrendous. Which isn't a good showing when you're like, "Oh, would I live here?" And it's like, no. We look
you're
like
coming
ants
mid
in
Super Bowl,
Yeah.
mid everyone getting down there and just
It's like
wrecking
ants in an
everything.
anthill. Like, there's no way I'd fucking live down here. Which I'm assuming it's not like that all the time. But
Yeah, well, when I got an Uber to the airport, I know it was just wall to wall, and I mean it's similar to like LA or something. You basically had to be very aggressive while driving, and I knew that from what I saw.
yeah, that's when you're definitely glad you have an Uber driver who's willing to do that.
Yeah.
You're Midwest Wisconsin drivers. You're not. I mean, I think we're aggressive enough, but we're not used
Well,
to
we
that
still
kind of
do
traffic.
the whole wave thing while we're driving past somebody. Or,
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man. Thanks. Meanwhile, there's
yeah,
like
I've been
an
sitting here for like
act-
10 minutes. You can go, like it's fine. Whereas like LA, it's like, or even Chicago, all you hear is horns all day.
Oh yeah, it might as well be just the norm. It is the norm. Dude, fuck, I'm jealous that you have that like as a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, my eyes lit up when I saw it come across like a daily opportunity or something like this
Yeah.
upcoming. So yeah, like I said,
Just jump on it. Do
yeah.
you know anyone that's down there?
No, so
No?
it'd be a fresh start.
Good. Maybe I'll just come stay down there for what? You're down there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, if I accept full time, then there for a little bit.
Yeah,
So.
make some friends in those 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sam and I know anyone else down there still.
Yeah, I'll do my best networking.
Fuck, dude. I was thinking about that today. I would even do, like, go find just a temporary gig. Just say fuck it. I would even bartend again for 3 months.
Yeah.
Just to like move. Like, I don't care.
Do something.
Go move somewhere. Go 3 months. Go do Denver in the summer, or go do Texas would be really fun.
Yeah.
I would honestly. I think I'm gonna start looking at that in the next month. Like, because you can get an Airbnb for a month, like fully furnished, internet, all that stuff. Some places for like $500.
Yeah, I know.
Which
like,
is stupid cheap.
Yeah, I'm surprised on how low Airbnb is compared to like a hotel. And obviously, if you can get the right one, it's so much nicer.
And for a full month,
Yeah.
for like, even if it was $700, most people now are paying like rent. Like if you're in the city, it's $1,000 plus. Just outside, you're probably $600 to $900. But to get a full Airbnb furnished, like basically cheaper than a month's rent, wherever you want, like, why not? Why would you not go do that?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of pulling the trigger. Like, am I really just gonna go pick up and go for a month? But I did that to Miami, so for 6 months.
Fair enough. I don't know. It kind of makes me think, because I do, at least before COVID, I did a lot of traveling for work. So, I mean, I wish I would go to more glorious places. Like, I mean, I went to like Appleton or, La Crosse or something. So I don't think there's that good of.
Not traveling for work. It's 45 minutes north of here.
I'm in a hotel, so you can say it's
you
traveling.
feel like you're kind of on vacation. Yeah.
When
What is that? If I stayed in a hotel across the street tonight, I'd feel like I'm kind of on a mini vacation.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, if I'm just being in that area, I can't think of the right word, but like the ambiance of it was like, oh, I'm on vacation. I'm sleeping where I don't normally sleep.
Yep.
And it's oddly really comfortable. I could see like cockroaches crawl on the floor next to me. Like,
but I'm not.
I'm not at home. Which is like super comfortable. I'm not paying for anything. I have my own food. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, I really miss. Plus, definitely before COVID, but even since stuff has been opening up a bit and you can travel more, like the me that just kind of like said, fucking go places.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to do that in college too, but
we did do that once.
Yeah.
Spring break.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
That might be the
night.
quickest turnaround of like when I texted you, I was like, do you want to go to spring break? You're like, yeah, what are you doing? I was like, well, we're leaving in like 4 days. He goes, all right, sure.
Say
let's
less.
go. Say less. I'm like, and I even go, we need another car, by the way, if we're all going to go. He goes, I'll invite some more people who have a car.
Yeah.
And we drove down 4 days later, 25 hours to...
Just about, 20, 25, 26. But yeah, I was thinking about that last night. I was like, well, let's think of all the times I had with Michael in case something comes up. And I was like, oh my God, that spring break trip.
Oh God, dude, that was
like you said, it was like the most, all right, I was thinking of something, you want to try and do it? Yeah, why not? And then next thing you know, we're down in South Padre.
We're like actually doing it. Like, I remember getting in the car, I'm like, holy fuck, you guys actually are here.
We met in like, what was it, Beloit, and we're like,
this is happening. So I went back the next year to Padre, which is, I mean, I am the Padre maniac. Like, I am the definition of the Padre man. And so to describe those two trips, like, I think the best part about ours when we went, for me, was when we stopped at TCU.
Yeah, I was thinking about the colleges there and back.
And Kansas on the way back.
Yeah.
Stupid fun. Actually, Padre, like, I had fun, but we walked a mile and a half to, like,
up and
the
down.
right part of the beach to party.
Yeah.
Every day. Luckily enough, we had, like, the people across from us. Like, they had a giant house we could stay at. I think every day, the Whitewater guys, you guys took turns dying. And I don't mean like, oh, he got too drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I thought one of you was possessed at once. Like, I think someone started biting. Like, who bit? Did Sal bite Austin's fingers?
That was me biting Sal's finger because he thought, I don't even know, I was choking on something, or
he tried to make you throw up.
Yeah.
He thought putting his hand down your throat was the, logical thing to do.
Well, luckily he still has all 5 fingers, but
I'm convinced if it was roles reversed, you wouldn't have a finger.
Probably not.
Sal would have bit through, like he would have smiled at you too,
just give you that crazy look in his eyes, and he's fingers chilling. But
oh, good Lord! But I think every day, you guys took a turn on. All right, who's going to, I don't know, go park cannibal and then disappear for 3 hours, or I don't know, maybe fall asleep in the pool.
I know there's somebody who I think it was probably the hardest I've laughed with you guys. We're all just day drinking the beatboxes.
Oh my God.
And then they were like, all right, the occasional day drink nap time. And then somehow in some way that person woke up just drunker than they went to bed. Whereas, it's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to feel better and go out at nighttime. And we're like, what the fuck happened? were you shotgunning beers in your sleep or some shit? Where were we?
I swear, when you drink as much as we did on those trips, and it's like, the beatboxes, for those people who don't know, think it's a box of Franzia, but not. It's a mixed drink. And I swear to God, it was like,
better.
I don't think they're a real thing, to be honest, because I've never seen them again.
I passed.
Never seen them again. I'm convinced it was just a guy who made mixed drinks and had leftover cardboard that he painted and was selling them in the Publix outside of wherever it were. But we drank because we walked a mile and a half. We had we'd bring 2 of them. We'd have the whole beatbox on the way down.
Yep.
A beatbox while we're there, plus whatever we had in our cooler and we had in our pockets. Walk back and drink if we had anything left over. And then we'd nap instantly. It's not like we wound down, then took a nap. It was
like lights
slam
out
a beer and pass out. Like, that stuff was still hitting him. When he woke up, he was probably like peak, like, oh fuck,
this is bad. Mom, I'm in trouble.
We also ended up staying at didn't we stay at a gay hotel too?
Yeah, I think we got down. We're like
this isn't right.
Yeah, we're like, is this like the right address? And we're like, what the hell is going on?
And we walked into the bar. I'm like, we're definitely not supposed to be here. And then we later found out, I was like, yeah, for spring break, which is like anyone stays here. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal anyways. But I'm like,
but to be fair,
it was aggressive.
Yeah, and to be fair, it was. I mean, that room or whatever you want to call it was huge. A villa or...
Oh, my God. I was expecting... It's like, all right, we're basically going to be sleeping
just like mini apartment. Yeah. I think it's even bigger than the one I have right now.
It's probably like 2 of these garages, honestly.
Yeah. Full kitchen, everything.
Yeah.
With a deck you can kind of see the beach at, but...
Yeah, no.
I mean, I think the greatest thing was... we were right next to our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At least for me, Austin and Sal was
Whataburger. How many times do you think you had Whataburger?
Oh, honestly, I think it was every meal. If
let's say
unless it was like a snack where we're like, all right, let's go to Walmart or something and get like a bag of chips. But it was Whataburger.
I think I had it 3 out of the 5 days, and those 3 days I had it twice a day.
Yeah.
Like, it was, let's go get lunch because for breakfast we already ran through 24 eggs. Like our breakfast.
Oh yeah, no, okay. So it was lunch and dinner was Whataburger, and then in the morning we just made a shitload of eggs
and bread,
whatever. Yeah.
It was and I carried this over to the next time we went, because I remember it being Duncan's idea. He's like, I went grocery shopping. We're like, eggs. We need that. Like, let's get some protein in us. Bread.
Yep.
Soak up the booze, and we're like,
carbs, protein.
Yeah, carbs, protein.
Essentials.
And then we can have our boombox juice.
Yep.
So we can do the orange flavored one, like orange juice. But I remember him going like, should we get some seasoning? I'm like, yeah, salt and pepper's a good idea. And I was like, do we really really need to buy 2 whole things of salt and pepper? So we just
Yep,
bought
we
this.
should be good.
We bought this giant thing of Cajun seasoning. So we had Cajun eggs and Cajun bread for 5 days in a row. Like, we had to go buy more eggs, and we almost ran out of the Cajun seasoning. I swear to God. And then it was Whataburger. That was it.
Now that's eating good.
Dude, what's alarming is I drank more the second time I went
Oh Lord.
than the first time, and we came down with so much shit. Oh my God, it's disgusting. I mean, that place brings out. I'm surprised. I mean, 2 people almost did die when we went down there the first time.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Day one guy went to the hospital with his
broken
heart.
back?
His heart was like racing, and then one guy. The rumor was he tried doing a backflip into a kiddie pool. I don't know the full story, but like he broke his neck, and then went out the next day.
Now that's grit.
Then flew home. And then one kid flew home after the first day because he wasn't having fun.
Jesus. I remember one guy at the Whataburger. I don't know if it was maybe a Madison guy or just a random customer, but someone called the police on themselves because they thought they lost their phone. And
Oh my God, yes. This
an
is some
underage.
random customer, yeah. I think he thought some girl stole his phone.
Yeah.
So then called the police. And the girl's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You just walked in here. And the cops came, gave him an underage because he just lost his phone on the beach. Can you imagine that? Like, that's got to be so... You would get roasted so hard if that was part of our group.
Yeah, that's just a straight up self snitch.
Like, hey, man, we always said, like, it'd be so funny, like, one day on spring break, we got to go get someone out of jail. And
Wait, you're in jail because you called the
but
cops
you
on
you
yourself.
call on yourself. I was like, dude, you're there the rest of the
I'm
time.
a menace. Come get me.
Oh, good Lord. That trip was fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
And then I'm surprised we did Kansas on the way back. We're like, you know what? 5 days of blacking out just wasn't enough. Let's go to Kansas.
What's one more stop?
And the other car stayed another night.
Yeah. I mean, at that point,
I was ready to go. I was
I
like,
was
just
worn.
get me home.
yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Could you do another trip like that?
I think so, yeah.
I easily could. I don't want to fall into that trap. It's like, nah, man, we're too old.
No, it's
Like, I could easily do another trip like that. If you
Yeah.
got me 10 of my guy friends together and we're like, all right, you're going to the beach. Maybe not like, don't throw me into like South Padre or Miami
Not like,
Beach during spring break
a hot area.
where
but-
it's like, like, put COVID aside. I don't know if I could do, like, all right, you're going to a spring break destination with a bunch of college kids. Because I would start to feel like, oh, fuck, I'm a little old. Like, I could bring 10 of us guys and we go to, like, Punta Cana or, like, the DR or something like
I think
that.
that's one of the,
Like a
one of the
resort.
nicer things where we know how to plan now out of school.
It's
So,
not 4 days in advance. Like, Marco, you want to go? Yeah, sure. When we leaving? Tomorrow. All right.
hotels. I don't know places to go. I don't know. We'll see. We'll stop on the way.
We slept in the car at TCU in the parking lot of the football stadium, which we did again. Like, we basically did on the way down exactly what we did the first time, the second time.
Oh Lord.
But there was no one there at TCU the second
Really?
time, yeah. It wasn't as fun. It was fucking packed when we went the first time. We ended up
yeah.
at some random person's house.
I was about to say we're at a house party with like speakers outside. It was I don't know.
That house is super cool. I remember that. I really enjoyed that.
So we're there for a while and then walked to the bars and then the one thing I can remember is just Sal having Bud Lights in all of his pockets. In the bouncers, I mean, just in general, it's like you can't really walk into a bar with outside alcohol. So they're
And
like, you
he's
got to drink them or
stuffed
dump them. And he
from head
goes,
to
all
toe.
right, like basically, all right, bet. And then just walked across the street as we can see him in view.
I remember
Does all 4 or how many he had, and then just walks back. He goes, all right, here's my ID.
If I was the bouncer, I would have been like, dude, you can come in with him. If I watched him physically, if he brought 4 beers in, and I'm like, you can't bring those in, and he went across the street, looked me in the eyes like he would if he bit your
Just
fingers
downing
and
each
downed
of
all
them.
4 of them, I'm like, dude, I'll buy your drinks.
Yeah,
Oh my God, Sal can put him back.
yeah. He's just always been a monster for it.
I mean, he's a never-ending. He's a garbage disposal.
Yeah, I know the times in Whitewater. I mean, I'd probably try and race him, but I was never able to keep up.
There's no way I could, and I'd like to think I can drink a decent amount, but that man would put me on the table. I mean, would always not scare me, but like food. If we in high school,
food's a whole different
animal.
Yeah.
I mean, we would go to after a football game or something like that. If we didn't go to Webb's and we decided like, oh, a few of us are going to Denny's, Sal would order basically 2 meals, like meals for 2 people for himself, and I would think I'm super hungry. I'm like, give me the big breakfast or whatever, and I would eat 75%.
I'll get 3 eggs instead of 2 eggs. I'm going big today.
Trying to bulk up.
Yeah.
But it would like you have like my breakfast, his 2 breakfasts, and then yours, and I got half mine left. You got 25% of yours left. He would eat all. He would finish both his before both of ours, and then look at me while I'm slowing down. He goes, "You gonna finish it?" I'm like, "Are you serious?"
As you're like choking yours down.
It's not even like it's leftover eggs and a little bit of hash browns, which is like an easy thing to stomach. It just slides down. I mean, it'd be like 3 pancakes. And he just, I'm like, dude, how are you? How is he not 400 pounds?
Just built different.
I mean, that man has a hollow leg. He's got to have the metabolism of a cheetah. Just.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
I don't know. I mean, the only other example I can think of is a lot of times at Whitewater we go to Culver's as like our either hangover deluxe meal or dinner, and then I would get like, I don't know, like the standard meal, and then he would get like the meal, cheese curds with the fries, and that's just like an appetizer, and then he'll get like, you know, I think an additional sandwich just to keep in his back pocket, and it's just like, I don't know how you do it.
It's like, that's for the car ride back before we get home, and then I'm going to have my meal. And then if I'm still hungry, I'll have that cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. When I ate like shit in college and just drank, and it was all the time, which was still half the amount he drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, I ballooned up. It looked like the Michelin tire man, I'll say. Like, it didn't look good. If I ate like he did... You would have had to roll me here. Like, I would have to zoom out of that camera.
See the people
to get
like
me in.
Walmart, like, motorized.
Yeah, I'd be in
carts.
the motorized one just... And, like, struggling to get up to get something off, like, the 3rd shelf.
Yeah.
Which, like, a 6-year-old can usually get.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's kind of sad to see.
Well, it's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
And then again, it is Walmart, so it doesn't bring out the best. But
turn that microphone a bit so you have. There you go. It's gonna fall. No, see where you're looking at it now. Yeah, they're real shit.
There's no.
No, see when I bought these, they were bad to begin with. It's gonna fall. I don't. Whatever.
All right. I think better.
No, I just looking. I was like, I don't want to. It's basically I said that so I didn't have to edit anything and like turn your volume up. If I have to at all. And to be honest, I probably still won't.
Well, at least the mic's not turned backwards now.
No. I look forward to the day that I can do this completely open garage and it's warm again. Like, although this isn't that bad, I don't think. Like, I'm still sitting here.
I mean, there could be snow on the ground, to be fair. But
oh, God, yeah.
I don't know. We've been known to get April snowstorms, so.
I'm actually... when it first warmed up, and I was talking to Heilman. I was like, there's no way. Because he's like, oh, yeah, the ski hill's going to close soon, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is just a fake spring. It happens every year.
Yeah.
We have a week, maybe 2, where it's like really warm weather, and then it's like 40s, and then we're going to hit with another snowstorm. And it snowed a little bit, but we really haven't gotten hit with anything super cold since it's warmed up.
Yeah.
Super snowy. Like, we had 1 day of snow. I'm, like, worried that come May, it's just
going to get blasted.
Winter weather advisory, 2 feet, southeast. Oh, God, that's the worst. Like, April ones are the fucking worst.
Oh, yeah.
That is so depressing. And then usually it's a week, and then it'll warm up for good. But it's like, did we really need to do that fucking week of...
Why do you got to tease me like that?
Yeah. Oh, my God. I got to go to practice now. I don't want to sit out here.
Yeah.
I'm no longer moving. I'm just standing there now.
Yeah. Going back to the lacrosse thing, I remember our practices in the spring for Franklin. I think... Wasn't there some we had snow? I can't remember.
I think maybe a light dusting. We
maybe
never
it was
had anything
Whitewater,
too bad.
But I don't know.
I
just remember being out there in the snow and it was horrible, especially with the sweat.
Yeah, it's the worst. I remember playing Marquette, and our freshman year, and I'll never forget. I swear to God, it was raining sideways. Swear to God, I was like, I shouldn't be getting hit like this with fucking. It was that windy.
Why does it hurt?
I was like, this shouldn't hurt as bad as it does. It's that is nice though about spring sports is, I like that it gradually just gets nicer and nicer as you're playing.
Yeah.
Whereas football, it's like I'm really dreading when games really, really start to count. It gets worse and worse and worse.
I think our senior year when we made it to state, those practices were like you could just hear crunching from our cleats, like we had snowshoes or something.
It was so bad. I loved when we had Thursday walkthroughs and I can finally wear more clothes because it can actually fit. I don't have my pads on over it. Nothing was worse though when, for me, it's I remember my sophomore year when we were in playoffs and the coaches know we're probably not going to win this game or something like that.
Yeah. And
I remember he's like, Kusky, do you want to suit up for the varsity game? And in my head, I'm like, I'm not going to play. It's 10 degrees outside. And I'm like, fuck, no.
Is this worthwhile?
He's like, but you have to say yes. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Great. Now I got to go freeze my dick off instead of being semi-warm in the stands, jumping up and down with all my friends.
Yeah.
And it sounds bad, I didn't want it. Bullshit. It's so fucking cold.
When I just it's a little bit different when you just stand there, so yeah.
You just stand oh, shit, this sucks. And knowing it's it's not even, and especially then you're losing too, so no one's happy on the sidelines. You're
everyone's pissed off.
No one
swearing.
even, half of them don't even know your name. You're just I still am, but buck 30, buck 30 just on the end, just who's the fucking special kid on the end shaking? Is he making fun of us because we're losing? No, that was the worst. I hated football practice. It wasn't fun. I loved lacrosse practice, and maybe because I think I was better at lacrosse than I was football.
Yeah, I don't know. I just enjoyed lacrosse a lot better, but
it was more. I don't know. It's so laid back.
I was about to say I think definitely it was more laid back, whereas I know our coaching staff's pretty.
Yeah.
They want to get shit done.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's not like our high school coaches didn't want to get shit done, but it was when you are just starting coaching, you still kind of want to be a little bit friends with your players, I guess, and you don't exactly have it down pat.
Yeah.
Whereas, it was a strict regimen. It was down to, I remember looking at, because my dad ended up coaching football for a while, Franklin. It would be 7 or when did we get out of school? Fuck. 2:30.
2:34.
2:34. What the fuck is that?
I don't.
That has to be some school guideline. We can only be in school for so many.
Well, they had
minutes.
some weird timing with the block schedules, but I don't know.
2:34. That always, you can't just make it 2:30. I would make it 2:35. I'd be okay.
Just round it up.
Just round it the fuck up.
Please.
Get out. We'd all go to the cafeteria, snack, put our stuff on, and I remember looking at the film, and then it's all right, 3:30 practice, 3:30 to 3:15 special teams, 3:15 or 3:45 to 4 is your position or whatever. 4 to 4:06 is this.
It's special
4:06
teams
to 4:24. I'm what the fuck are you doing? You had broke it down that specifically, and it was on the money. They're 2-minute water break. It usually takes them fat ass in the back usually takes a minute and a half, so we got to at least give them 2 minutes. It's
I know it definitely gave the O lineman, D lineman, since we're a bunch of hogs, but a little bit more time to get over there.
Yeah, when you do it that long, you'd have it down to a regimen, but
yeah,
I don't think I could ever do. I don't know. Could you coach anything for one?
Well, I tried it in freshman year of Whitewater with Janesville for lacrosse, but
oh yeah, I remember that.
I don't know. I was taking 18 credits both semesters, so I kind of want to focus on that rather than try the Janesville. I think it was youth as well, so I ended up focusing on that. But I think getting back into it, I'd really enjoy it. especially because I do.
Oh, come out to some of the youth practices.
Yeah.
If you want to, you definitely could. They love. You can help hang out with the 7th and 8th graders because I'm the only one that has ever played lacrosse that's coaching them.
Well, I did. Yeah, I do the 4 years in Whitewater. So.
Yeah, you've technically played more years than me. So you have more experience, and you play defense. I need someone to coach in defense. Yep. I had practice with them Monday, and they divided us up, and they're like, "Michael, you want to coach defense?" I'm like, "Well, to be honest,
that wasn't my forte. But...
I'm probably their best option to teach it because I'm the only one that knows the sport. However, never played it in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 minutes before practice, I was on YouTube like defensive lacrosse drills.
Best drills.
Best drills.
Filtered by like highest rated.
Seriously, was? I was like, oh, this one says U.S. lacrosse, or like, oh, I remember that guy, Paul Rabel will do this one. And so it's like, I just did 10 minutes of like, all right, here's footwork drills. And then we just did one drill forever because they did not know what 10 minutes was. I'm like, I don't have enough plan. I have 10 minutes exactly.
Please, repetition is key. Please just keep doing that. I'm not, as you're whispering yourself, I have nothing else in mind. And it's tough because
none of these kids fucking listen. It was a drill. I was like, all right. And you know where they would fuck up to when I tell you this. I was like, all right, the first go, because I don't have a whistle. I don't want to be the guy with the whistle.
Yeah.
So the first go, defense, run up to offense. The second go, offense, run where I point you to go. And then the defense has to follow you. And I shit you not, for the first 10 people, I go. And they both just sprint. I'm like, oh, fucking Christ.
Come
I'm like,
on.
are any of you passing your classes? Can you count to 2? Go.
And I just heard the word run. I just ran.
And then I'd be like, and then finally I'd yell him enough, and I go. And then the defense guy who's standing in front of me would just stand there. I'm like, go. Then the offense guy would go because I said the second go. I'm like, what part of this are you guys messing up?
Yeah.
Like, this is so frustrating. But I guess it's part of it, coaching younger kids. But seriously, come out and do it. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to get back into it. When I did it with Janesville too, I was doing it with another college guy, and he was trying to teach his high school system, but I felt ours was a little bit better. I don't know.
That's the beautiful part for me is, like, I'm not the head coach. I don't want to be the head coach. I'm basically just the young guy who's played before that can specialize in certain things. And, like, that's basically what I'm being used for at 5th and 6th. He's like, wherever you see a teachable moment, go for it. And I'm like, all right, obviously it's his team. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. So they're doing their offense, whatever, and you just follow that. And then you're basically at that age, you're just teaching fundamentals and then little things. And you pull like a few kids aside. And you're like, all right, you clearly have some skills. Try this, try that.
Can you try a little bit harder, please?
I'm like, listen, man, you should be able to dust this kid.
Yeah.
However, I think if you just came every once in a while, you just considered a volunteer. If you're a coach, I think you had to do this, but you had to take the training.
Yeah. And I mean, I was like fresh out of high school at 19.
It might be
I was like, I don't
drastically different from fresh out of high school, 6 years ago?
Yeah.
Dude, this stuff, it's a lot. I mean, we are raising the participation generation. It is so bad. I mean,
here's how you throw. Here's how you run. Right foot, left foot.
No, not even that. I wish it was like, teach them how to run one leg after the other. I'm like, that would be a step up from what I was taking this class. This class, one of them was teaching me how to fill my children's emotional meters. Because with a low emotional meter, they're not going to perform. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I think if you gave me another attempt at guessing that, I don't think I ever think I'd get to it.
They're emotional, like, and they had like diagrams. Like, I don't know what a fucking gas meter looks like. Like,
on a scale 1 to 5, how are you feeling?
What do you think they? Do you think they're gonna be coachable here? I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna yell at them to keep running. I'll make sure their physical meter is down here. If they're emotional, they're giving me this level of fucking sass. It was just, it's like, they're not gonna be coachable. They're not gonna be nice. I'm like, no shit. And then the other one, my favorite, was, you know, those like interactive diagrams, like, oh, click on this and you see like this stat or whatever. Blah,
Oh, yeah.
blah. And it was like, click on each topic and see where kids rank it in importance. And it was like having fun, learning new skills, winning, and like, let's say like hanging out with your friends or whatever. It's like
I hope winning wasn't last.
Having one was number 2. Friends was like 6. Learning new skills was 4. Guess what number winning was?
I hope it's not near
55. If you can name me 54 better things, you know what? I'll give you having fun at that age can be number 1. I'll give you that ball.
Well, I can see friends too because they need a spot to hang out. But
fuck it. Fuck your friends. Half them. I watch these kids. They don't. 7th and 8th doesn't talk to each other.
Okay, that's a different.
5th and 6th will talk to their friends more in the hallway before practice than 7th and 8th will in the next 4 months.
Oh boy.
55. If you can give me 53 minus the having fun things that are better than winning while playing sports. If you can just give me 53 different, I keep doing 3 like I'm not putting the 5 on.
Yeah.
But if you can give me 53 things
Better
that are even
than
not
winning.
even better, just like I don't even think there are 53 things about sports. There might be 10, might be 5. It's like playing, winning, exercise, fun, and friends. That's it.
I think that's the main
6.
one.
Parents get rid of you.
But then add 50 more, then there's winning.
What are the 53 other things ahead of, between having fun and ahead of winning?
That's a good list.
Give me something. Winning, oh my God. There's no, and what loser fucking kids who filled this out were like, winning's number 55. Bullshit.
Yikes.
Winning wasn't even on that list they gave them.
So you still need help at the coaching level?
Yeah. Do you want to go change the U.S. lacrosse curriculum? I'm probably going to get like, I still haven't done my background check. They might look into me now and be like,
Hold on.
I'm going to hold on posting this episode.
Oh boy.
I honestly, I don't understand it. Like winning would be, I mean, I play sports because I enjoy it and then I want to have fun. Like that makes no fucking sense to me.
I mean, granted, the whole reason I still play like Call of Duty and shit is still to win. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't log on to any game ever and you're like, you know what? I hope I die every fucking time I play.
I hope I do the same thing right off the rip every time. I don't get any better. And
I hope I don't learn. Yeah. Like, okay, I'll even put like, learning new skills, but that's fucking winning. You like winning is because you're learning.
That goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand. But like, you don't log on to Call of Duty. Like, you know what? I hope, or Minecraft. No one's gonna see the Minecraft bit of this because the cameras are fucking off.
Yeah.
But no one logs into any of that and go, I hope I never beat this game.
Yeah, even that, I mean, I think you'd still want, I have the biggest house. This is my flex.
Exactly.
Quote unquote winning, but.
Oh my God. Can you imagine that? You buy the new Call of Duty, you go, I just hope I never play. I'm going to buy this game. I'm going to buy all the equipment, the Xbox, the controllers, the cords, the TV, a gaming chair. But you know what?
Now
I hope I never play the game.
Now
never.
The investment with how much I'd say gaming has taken off, it's like you need, unless you're quote unquote having fun, but you need like a bomb ass headset to hear even a fucking in-game character fart. You need to have a gaming chair to be in the best position or most comfort, because obviously everything takes time now. I mean, you have a Warzone game taking 30 minutes, and then everyone's always playing like
those games take 30 minutes.
If you make it to the end, it'll take about 30 minutes, and then, I mean, you have like you said, the controllers. People are trying to push PC. That's $2,000 alone. Like that's just thousands of dollars.
My brother just got a PC. Yeah,
to just have fun. I don't know.
Like I get it. You're having fun. And you're not gonna win.
Well,
you
should have fun, but that shouldn't be the only thing.
But like that should not be the like. I just want to have. Go fuck yourself. Like, imagine being the kid's parents, who said like, I don't care if I win. I'm like, I just spent $1,000. I road trip every fucking weekend. You don't even try and get better. You don't play.
I checked 5 stores for this shit.
You don't play. You don't care that your team wins. You're wolfing down fucking hot dogs at halftime. Like you were doing fucking nothing. Why are you here? Like that's just not it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just something I don't see eye to eye with. So.
Oh my God. I keep looking over at the cameras. I remember going, and they gave other things too. Like, I'm not going to go farther into it, but like things you should say to your kids, or like, I can't tell a kid he has talent, by the way, because it suggests that other kids don't have talent. I'm like, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if I tell the one kid that's and puts it past the goalie, hey, you have talent, I am telling the kid that's thumbing his ass in the corner, you don't have talent. You're meant for a different industry.
This ain't it.
And I get the general principle for some of these things, but it's like, we're babying them. I mean, these kids are going to be wrapped in bubble wrap and on high doses of medication after this. I mean, that's a little far, but I mean, if we constantly baby them, it's who knows? Let's put it this way: my kids are in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I agree with you. I don't think. I think winning, or if you're looking at games, winning should definitely be number one. But getting better at the end, or doing something that just isn't a waste of time.
I would even say winning doesn't need to be number one at that level.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, at that
up
level,
until like middle school, even freshman year when you're not playing varsity, like you definitely should like really try and win. But like you definitely want to improve so you win when it like really counts and you're gonna remember it. Third and fourth grade, like they want to have fun. Like that is priority number one. I'm like, have fun. We want to grow the sport. Bring them back.
Yeah.
But then it's like part of having fun is winning. If they're getting their ass handed to them the whole time, like there's no way it's 55. there's no way it's 10.
There's no shot. This is fun.
Like I don't care any level. Like winning is the highest it should ever be is like 5.
Well, I mean, I can stop by and see how well practice go for you, and then go from there.
Please do. You just see me beating my head with my stick.
Clipboard just over your head all times.
No, fuck.
But,
no, I'm a recruit. Because I talked to Chad. Because I baby. Oh my God, I gotta tell you this. But I tried to recruit. I'm going to Chad, and then you, and then anyone else that wants to come out and just kind of like, maybe I'll organize it with one of the coaches. Be like, hey, I'm going to bring a bunch of old, like the OG Franklin lacrosse players.
We're going to bring a bunch of old heads.
A bunch of old heads, like one guy smoking cigs, probably crushing beers. But no, okay, this Chad thing. So when I was talking to Chad about the lacrosse stuff, right before he left his brother just got married. So last week he went to his brother's wedding.
Yeah.
And Chad, when you're listening to this, if you ever do, I'm apologizing right now. Didn't break anything. Not going to cost you anything. But I may have embarrassed your dog just a bit. So he's like, can you just watch my dog for like a day and a half? I'm like, yeah, of course. So day one, I go. First day, I go and I let him out around like noon. And I just got back from the gym, so I just go straight to his house because right by his house. I let the dog out. The dog's peeing. And I go, fuck, I kind of have to pee too.
Oh, no.
And so I bring him in, take him off his leash. He goes, kind of plays with his bone. I go to the bathroom. The only one in the house. I leave the door open. I'm peeing as one normally would. And I hear this
going, Chad. Sorry.
I hear the dog coming. I'm like, oh, what's up, Luke? And I'm thinking like Chad's trained him enough because he left me a list of things like he knows all these commands. He doesn't know how to roll over that well. I'm telling you that right now. And so I'm peeing. I'm trying to get in camera. I'm peeing, and all of a sudden, like I come feeling behind me. I'm like, there's no way. And then all of a sudden, his head just goes, and it pops in between my legs. And I go, I have never pinched a piss so hard in my life. And I go, oh! But he stuck his head so far out. And just at the very end, I kind of may or may not have pissed on a dog this weekend. It hit him right in the nose. And I go, oh, shit. And then I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And I push him out of the way. And I get him out and I like try and finish. And then he runs back in. I'm like, oh my God. At this point, I'm like, I'm about to piss all over the fucking toilet. And then I push him out. I was like, screw it. I'll hold it. Whatever that causes damage to me, I'm done. Like, I'll take it. And I go and I'm like, all right. I clearly pissed a little on the toilet. I got to clean it up. And The dog runs in again and tries to lick the toilet water. I'm like, dude, I haven't flushed yet.
The dog is just wilding out.
I'm like, I grab him by the collar. I'm like, he didn't drink my piss, Chad. Okay. But
That's good.
I may or may not have kind of tinkled on his nose.
I think you got to wash the nose, Chad.
No, I did. I took a washcloth. I wiped him off. He's good to go. But if he kind of has like an inkling to like kind of follow you to the bathroom now, he may or may not like it. He kind of your dog has a piss fetish, okay? Your dog has a piss.
You
fetish.
need to close the door, or heads will be in places that you don't want them to be.
Yeah, I learned real quick because I went to the bathroom the next day. I was like, I'm closing this fucking door, and he was pawing at. I'm like, dude,
please no,
please stop. Just see him bust it down. No, that's been life lately. You got any new things? 'Cause we don't have to do this too long. We're already an hour.
Oh,
isn't that quick? We'll have to have you on again because we'll do a boozy one. Those get real fucking fun.
Yeah, I was listening to Chad's today actually.
Really?
Funny enough, we just talked about them, but yeah, I think you guys were pounding like mixed drinks or something.
Yeah, it was right after his birthday, and we were just having like orange juice. He was doing whiskey something, but I said, well, I started doing this with Braxton. I was like, yeah, I can do this easily. I mean, I don't shut the fuck up, as you can tell, but I can do this easily without booze. But like the first 4 of this one, I was like,
yeah.
I was drinking in all of them, and I have no problem having a few drinks, but I do want to do another one that I did with Braxton. It's saved in my computer. We got blasted in here.
Oh boy.
But I don't remember. I mean, I've done 2 where I've gotten blasted. The first one I did with Sam in Miami. I don't remember ending it. I woke up on the bathroom floor. Like, we had 11 shots of tequila each. It was not good.
Good Lord. I don't know if the cameras can be on for that one. I'll just be out.
But, no, we'll get you on again. We'll do a little boozy one. I'll have to start learning how to edit out all the like
just
labels.
Just subtle cuts, but you just see
like,
it through the whole session. It's like,
I don't know how to blur, so it's just like clip art over every time we take a sip.
Don't mind like the 50 edits, but
it's a fucking seizure waiting to happen. But yeah, no, I appreciate you doing this. This is fun.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Get you home. Austin Meyer, here's your first episode in a few months. Hopefully I have this out tomorrow morning, but if not, it'll be out Friday.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to it.
All right.
Giving a look how I look on my first podcast. So.
I think you did just fine. Thank you, buddy.